Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Server Play. I've been pretty busy. Let me show you a little bit of what's been going on. Bone meal is not readily available to me yet, so I've been using this water can, and it does appear to help grow the trees. I wasn't sure if it would or not, but it has definitely been helping. I've basically been using it until it runs out, and then I run over here. Let's shut you off so you're not just wasting power. I haven't actually checked on the power situation in quite a while. It's been running pretty good. Once this runs out, I'll grab all the wood, and then I will head over back to the main base and turn this into some charcoal and take it over to the Botania area. And I think we're going to have to do something different over there. We're going to have to craft a few more things. And as soon as this runs out, I'll show you. There we go. And we should be able to grab a little bit of this wood. And let's get it into the furnace over here. And we'll take the charcoal that's here. And we are going to have to find a way to automate this. I don't know if I'm going to make another compacting drawer. I think that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, because that would help me here. It's not that big of a deal. That gave us a few more blocks. What's going on is I'm actually starting to get a fair backlog here because our mana pool is full. So these guys don't really want to pick up any more fuel because they're basically full. They're not going to pick it up because we're full over here. So I think what we need to do is craft one of these guys, a mana splitter. And that's not going to be hard to craft at all. We just need some of our, what was it, living rock. And hopefully we've got some mana steel over here still. Yes, we do. And we should be able to craft a mana splitter. And while we're here, let's grab a petal and some of this living wood. And let's get ourselves another mana spreader. Get one of these guys. There we go. And we're probably going to want one of these today, pulse spreader. So let's get ourselves another. Let's take that with us. Let's get ourselves another mana spreader. We're going to need one more petal. There we go. And a piece of redstone gives us a pulse spreader. And we'll worry about this in a little bit. I think you can go home for now, and you can just go over there, and we'll put you there. I think that's good for now. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to change this up a little bit. And I always run into problems doing this. I think let's try something like this. And let's see if I can get it to work this way. Hopefully I've got a... I keep misplacing my wand to the forest. I've had to... Here we go. It was in there the whole time. And let's bind you here. And what we're going to want to do is make a couple more mana pools. And by a couple more, I of course mean probably 4. Oh, wrong way. we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put it in the wrong place. So hopefully we'll see these starting to fill up with mana. There we go. And yes, now they're all filling up with mana. And these guys are starting to eat again. So, I mean, I like to have a lot of mana. This is basically the fuel source for Britannia. And you can never really have too much of it, in my opinion. So I like to make sure that we have quite a bit of it on hand. And what I would like to work on today, we're going to combine this. You know what? I've been meaning to do this for a while. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of. Let's see. I want a mailbox. That shouldn't take too long. Mailbox from forestry. We'll need a sturdy casing, which is some bronze, which we should have. And what is this? 10. We probably have that. Here's our mailbox. Now let's see if I have a fence post or something I can make real quick. There we go. And we'll kind of combo these guys together and make it look like we have a mailbox out here. And where's a good place for a mailbox, you think? I'm thinking maybe right here. There we go. I have no idea how this works. Okay. Alright, so we have a mailbox now. And again, I have no idea how that works. Naga was wanting us all to have one, so maybe when he gets on later, I'll be able to ask him how that actually works. I have no idea. But what I would like to do today, and we're going to take a little help from Mr. Me Creeps here. He, I think, is going to be a fun little guy to play with. And I'm going to get a little chest here that I've kind of figured out how he works a little bit. I'm not making any promises, but I think I am going to want a chest over here. And I kind of want to clear this area out, and I think he can help me with that. So let's come over here, maybe about right here. And I want to flatten an area. So let's see, is he gonna... I actually wanted this area flattened. So let's get another little guy down here. So go ahead and flatten this 13 by 13. Oh, I didn't really plan on you doing that. I kind of wanted it in the chest there, buddy. I think he'll put it in the chest if I give him one. But I might have to go and... well, it looks like I'm going to have to pick all this stuff up. I thought he would put it in the chest for me. But, you know, I'm not going to complain about it too much. So let's continue doing that. He will work in a 13 by 13 or 11 by 11 or 9 by 9, and he'll work from the center, basically. So I don't want him to flatten this, so I want him to stay kind of away from there. So let's maybe put him right here. And I'm going to help him out a little bit. He's a fun little guy to play with. And I've been trying to pretty this area up somewhat. So that's pretty cool. He's actually pretty quick. And I know it may seem silly, but we are going to build this area back up a little bit. But he's just a fun little guy. He can do things. He can build all kinds of crazy stuff. Let's see if he'll chop this tree down for me. Maybe I have to click the tree. There he goes. Chop this tree and get the drops. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully he'll give me the stuff. Yeah, he sure did. That's neat. I really like that. What if I just target the leaves here? I think the bees got him. Let's help him out a little bit. I don't think he can handle being hit by the bees. I can barely handle getting hit by the bees, and they might kill me. Oh, I think I better back off. I may have to make a smoker. Let's not worry about that right now. Let's kind of clear this up just a little bit more. I want to have a nice open area over here. I am going to build a little bit of a platform up, but I wanted to have a nice flat area because where I place my platform actually is going to be based on this guy right here. So I think let's clear this up a little bit more right here, because we're going to be building another kind of a flower today, crafting another flower up. I basically want to be able to have all of the Botania flowers, and this is something I've done before, so hopefully I won't run into a whole lot of problems with it. And that's probably good for now. So let's go and put some of this stuff away. I actually died between episodes. I was working on getting some more bone meal, and I died, of course. Ooh, onions. I've actually been wanting those. See, I probably don't have any kind of hoe on me. I'm just going to get this onion down real quick before I forget that I have it. Some more of this stuff put away. There we go. I'm not going to do anything super fancy. I'm just going to basically, I'll probably just end up putting them over here by the watermelons for now until I can get a proper little farm going for it. Just over here is going to be fine. Let's see, let's get you down. And I don't think I have any bell peppers going, so I'll want to get those bell peppers as well. And what about peanuts? Can we grow peanuts? Yeah, we sure can. Nice. All right, I think I've got oh, corn. Let's get some corn down. I don't think I have any corn growing anywhere. So let's get that out of the way. All right, so back to the task at hand. Did I get my... Let's finish getting the inventory cleaned up here. There you go. And let's put you guys away. I'm definitely at some point going to want to build some kind of drawer system out here is the conclusion I keep coming to. But there are some other things I'd like to get going first. Let's just have a chest out here in case we need it. We are going to want that pulse mana spreader today. Let's get that living rock put up. I may end up upgrading this to a gold chest at some point if we don't get to the drawer system quick enough. So we're going to look at another thing that I crafted. Here's this Akashic Tome. I basically got tired of having to go and look for all of our manuals, look through them, because we're going to get to the point where we have quite a few of them. The tome wasn't hard to craft. Here it is, Akashic Tome. It's just a bookcase or a bookshelf in a book. And what it does is you can take this, and I'll kind of show you. I should have a Lexica Botania out here. Yeah, I do. I've already added one to this, so I'm just going to use this to show you guys how to do it. You combine them like that, and I've actually already got one combined in there, so I'm not going to combine it again. But now basically, I'm carrying all of my manuals around with me, and when I right-click on it, I can choose which manual I want, and when I'm done with it, I just left-click, and it goes back to the Akashic Tomb. But I want to look in the Lexica Britannica for now, and I want to look at the functional flora, I think. And I want to see if we can do this jaded amaranthus. For that, we're going to need a rune of spring. So let's see. Rune of air. Rune of spring. We need a rune of water and a rune of fire. I believe I already have a rune of fire. Let's see. Yeah, rune of fire. So we're going to need to take a nap, of course. It doesn't seem like we can do any of our projects without taking a nap first. And let's take another look. Let's come back out here to our Britannia area. And I think what we needed was a rune of water. It's going to be this guy. We need a fishing rod, some sugar cane, and bone meal. So let's go get those items. And I'm probably going to work on getting a wireless grid up and running soon. We're going to need a fishing rod, which we should be able to make no problem. And what else did we need? Nice water rune, bone meal, and sugar cane. Okay. Come on now. There we go. So we should have a little bit of bone meal left, which is good. And we're going to need a piece of sugar cane. So we should be able to get this crafted pretty soon. We're going to need some mana powder and a mana steel ingot, it looked like. The sugar cane and the bone meal, and of course we'll need a piece of living rock, and we are going to want our wand handy. So let's get to crafting you. There we go, one rune of water coming up. There's our living rock, and two runes of water. Ha ha ha. I love Sesame Street when I was growing up. Fantastic show. So what we wanted was that amethyst thingy. Let's see, what is that? Jaded amaranthus. And we're going to get that with a rune of spring. So we need any tree sapling, some wheat, and the rune of fire. So let's get that rune of fire out. Put one of you out. I don't think I have any saplings out here. We'll need a seed. We should have plenty of saplings over here. Well, we probably have some in the grid. It's a little closer. I know we have plenty of them out in the tree farm area. So let's get our saplings. Let's use these acacias since we have plenty of them. Need 3 of those. And let's double check what else we needed. Wheat. Do I have any wheat left in here, or is it all in the kitchen? Looks like it's all in the kitchen. So let's go grab a piece of wheat real quick. Hopefully we've got some in one of these refrigerators, or we might have it in a cabinet. There it is. This is part of why I think one of our projects in the near future is going to be to get that filtered over there. That way we don't have to waste any time at all looking for stuff. And I think this is what we needed to do. One of you, 3 of you, 1 of you. We'll need a piece of living rock. Maybe eat a little. You should be ready any minute. There you go. Voila. There is our rune spring. Now, some of these look like they're not taking or not using up the runes. Some of them look like they are, so just kind of be mindful of that. So let's see what we needed for our amethyst friend. Let's see, purple, lime, and green. So hopefully we've got those in here. Purple, lime, and we're probably going to grow some of you guys, and green. So let's double check and see what we needed there again. 1 of each of those, the rune of spring, and a redstone root. Let's double check on that redstone root. I don't remember exactly how to make it. Okay, not even close. There we go. And I'm not making any promises here, but I think I finally got the petal apothecary mechanic to settle down. I changed some of the settings that I had there with our automatic or our automating mechanic there. So let's see, you, and you, and you, with you. Yes. No, it's still a little picky, but that's okay. And now we've got our jaded amaranthus, which is nice. I'm going to want some dirt. I think we'll grab a couple stacks of it here. And this is where we're also going to want a drum of the wild. So let me work on getting that, and we're going to need an hourglass, I think, to make this work. So let's see here. Drum of the wild, horn of the wild. We're going to need another pasture seed. So let's get the pasture seed. There's our pasture seed. Living wood. Oh, we're going to need to get some living wood going on here pretty soon. There's that. And what else did we need? Some leather. I think we're going to have just, a little bit more than we need for the living wood. But man, we are getting awfully close on that. So I think automating the living wood is going to be a thing soon. There's our drum of the wild. And let's see what we need for an hourglass. A little bit of mana glass. Is that all? Let's get some glass. I think we've got the stuff out here to make it. So let's get this mana glass going. There we go. And I think we needed some gold. And I think that might be what we needed. Probably a little redstone and some mana steel. There we go. Now we have an hourglass. Hourglass is pretty cool. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Let's get the rest of this stuff put back up. And let's get some of this stuff going here. I think I want to do it something like this. Let me see here. Let's get our pulse mana spreader down. Right there, I think, is going to be good. Let's do something like this, I think. I want to try to keep this centered. And I think what I'd like to do is actually, it'll be an 11 by 11 building. So that means I think we want a 9 by 9 platform right here. Did I do that right? That looks like it might be one too long. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, well, it's right here. And we'll probably end up moving these guys. It's barely not in the way, but it's a little too close for my comfort. If I had more diamonds, I'd work on getting a builder's wand, diamond one. The stone one is kind of all right, but it's not nearly as nice as the. It's not nearly as nice as the diamond one. Hopefully, we've got enough to get this done here. There we go. See if I can't help the spread of this a little bit. Looks like taking a nap is going to be in the very near future. Well, let's run inside. I wonder if I can use the well to fill this. That would be neat. Oh, look at that. Sure can. Or is it emptying it? Oh, it's emptying it. It's not using it at all. Let's get our nap out of the way. And let's fill this up and see if we can't help that grass spread a little bit. We should spread some grass here, hopefully. I don't think we need it. I just think it'll look kind of nice. A little nicer. And we are going to need to move you guys. I can already tell. Let's move you. I think back over here is probably good. And let's get some of these guys. I'm probably going to want to make a few more of you up. There we go. And let's get you down. That is step 1. And we're probably going to want another mana pool here soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. So I think I can put you down here. And let's get ourselves another mana pool. Well, let's hold off on that, because what we should probably do is craft a hopper hawk. And again, I think I'll probably go with the... Get this up. I'll probably go with another floating hopper hawk. I think once you guys see this little setup in action, you'll probably like it. At least I'm hoping you will. I'm hoping I'll be able to hit that guy. So where'd my wand go? It's in there already. Good. So let's bind you to this guy. I think this might be where I want the hourglass. And we're probably going to need some sand. I think I'm gonna go for a whole stack of sand. Hopefully I've got some in here. Yes. Because basically what we're going to need to do is provide this guy with a redstone signal. And the way I intend on doing that is with the hourglass. Oops. There we go. So that should go off about every 1 minute and 4 seconds. So hopefully, here in just a minute or so, we'll see that get kind of crazy. While that is doing its thing, let's work on getting another glimmering flower here. And let's see, we'll need a flower and some glowstone here. There we go. Let's go with the mystical purple again, since we have a few of those. Mystical purple. Glimmer. I think we'll need another one of these guys. So let's get one of those. Pasture seed, dirt. There's our floaty guy. And let's see what we needed for a hopper hawk. Let's see, gray, light gray, and a redstone root. And it looked like I needed a rune. Which one was it? I don't remember. Rune of air. Let's see if I have any. There's a rune of air. How fortunate. Put you up. Rune of air. Let's see, we needed some light gray. And do I have any grays left? I think we have a few. There we go. And do we have any seeds handy? Yeah. So let's see. Here comes a hopper hawk, hopefully. Gray. Gray. Redstone root, rune of air. Gray and gray. There we go. And let's get you into the floaty guy. There we go. And let's get our chest out of here. I figured we would need one somewhat soon. Yes, and it looks like the Drum of the Wild is working just like I wanted it to. Now, the problem, as you can see, is there are quite a few flowers going on here. So we're going to do another mana pool here, I believe, and another spreader, I think, is going to be the answer. So first of all, let's get our chest down. Let's get a chest going over here. I think maybe right, say here is good. We're also going to want an item frame. So let's get these flowers in here first. There we go. Now we got a nice good bunch of flowers going on. We should be able to set you down, and I think it will work somewhat. Yeah, he should be putting those in here. But we're going to make this a little bit better. There's a little bit more we can do. We're going to need another little item frame, though. Because, let's see if I don't think I've got enough charcoal to make this happen. Oh, I do. I've got 1 block of charcoal, which is exactly what we need. And if you guys remember me telling you a little bit about how these hopper hawks work with the item frames, this time what I'm going to do is tell it to pick up only items not in the frame, because I don't want it trying to pick up the charcoal from over here. So let's take our ring off, and hopefully we'll be able to see this in action. Now I may need to set up another, let's see if the hopper hawk will pick up. Oh, it is. I'm not going to worry about the extra mana pool this time. You're probably getting mana. Yeah, you're linked to one of them. I'm not sure which one. There it is. Okay, so that's close enough. That's just sometimes, based on how far away this is, I need to set up an additional pool for the hopper hawk here. And to be honest, the only reason that I'm using the floating hopper hawk here is the flowers need to go on dirt. That might be a surprise for some of you. But basically, flowers need to be placed on dirt. You can't place them on the living rock. So right here, to keep this guy from knocking him down, I actually want him floating, or I want him outside of the range of the drum. And that is basically right here. This is the line. But I can't place the hopper hawk there, and I want the hopper hawk picking that stuff up. So what's awesome about this is now we have a way where we have basically got all the flowers at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So I'll be able to keep the flowers. See over here. Mystical purple, come on with me. We'll be able to keep all of our flowers over here, which will be really nice. Got more hiding anywhere? I think there was a couple more over here. And this will buy us a little more time before I absolutely have to. Let's put that tall one back in there. You know what? He can go over there. This will buy us a little more time before I feel like I absolutely have to have a drawer system for organizing. I want to try something else. I haven't actually had a chance to try this, but I want to see if I can put a mana pool on top of this guy. I don't know if we can or can't. I just want to kind of see what will happen here. So hopefully I've got enough living rock to make one. Yep. I wonder if I can make him out of these, if they look any different. Nope. Worth a shot. So let's get you back. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'm just kind of curious. Let's see. Are you filling up with mana? It doesn't actually look like it. Are you out of charcoal? You are out of charcoal. That's okay. I was just kind of curious. I didn't think it would, but I wanted to check. Good to know. It does look kind of cool, though. Like, it kind of looks like it's got a little hat. Let's go ahead and take that down, though. So that's neat. We've got basically an unlimited supply of the Botania flowers now, which is good. Because we're going to be able to craft a bunch more stuff now, since we have all of the flowers available to us. Or at the very least, we won't have to worry about finding them. And that was something I was actually, it was kind of irritating, to be honest, that I didn't have all of them. So I'm going to basically kind of enclose this. One more. There we go. We'll have a nice little enclosed area here. And what I've done in the past, and I'll probably do it again this time as well, is I think I'm going to enclose this with some mana glass. It might take me a little while to get all the mana glass that I need, but I want to make sure that nothing else gets in there. And I'd also like to make sure that the stuff doesn't get outside of the range of the hopper hawk or anything like that. So generally speaking, I think closing this off is a pretty good idea. Plus, I think it'll look pretty cool. I built something similar to this on my last playthrough, and I really like how it turned out, so I'll probably do something very similar. And it looks like we are going to have to get some more stone going here. I think I'm just a few short, but I think you guys get the basic idea. And I think, unfortunately, that has brought us to the wrapping up point for the episode today. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to automate the production of Britannia's flowers with me today. Thanks for stopping by today, guys, and take care.